Hi, my name is Giron, and this is my FHIR demo presentation. A little bit about myself. I went to the University of Texas, graduated almost 2 years ago. Currently work for Giron Motors in the Enterprise Data Warehousing Department. I'm taking this course to become more familiar with the dynamics of healthcare and how current problems can be solved through digital data. So what is FHIR? FHIR stands for Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources. It is a server that uses Java source code and 100% open source. Apache 2.0 comes with an abundance of resources, and we're going to be talking about in more in detail the condition resource, medical order resource, and the patient resource. The client interacts with the FHIR server level, which is composed of 3 layers: the presentation layer, the business layer, and the data access layer. The data access layer then communicates with the health data to pull for the client. So the first resource we're going to talk about is the patient resource. This is the first thing I go to when I wanted to search Marla in our assignments. So if you go to patient over here on the left, and you can have different parameters to search by: the patient ID number, birth date, family name, which is the last name, gender, a string of the name, or a string of any combination of the name. And so if we search by family name, Dixon, we'll pull up 15 entries of patients with last name Dixon, and just through experience I know this is Marla Dixon's ID number, 523050. So if we click on read, it'll show her result body, which has the raw message. You can choose to show the JSON resource or the XML resource format, and they both have the same information. And this is a nice little view that has her name, address, and date of birth. So say the next resource we can talk about is condition resource, and from here you can search by condition ID, the condition code, which has a medical code, and by the patient ID number, which we got from the patient resource. So if we search by patient ID number, we put in Marla's ID, and this is what outputs. So Marla has 4 conditions displayed here, and if we go to the first condition, it'll show that she has simple chronic bronchitis, and this is just an example. It gives a little more information. And this is how you find different conditions, and there's different condition numbers, and so a patient could have multiple conditions, and multiple patients could have the same condition. So many-to-many relationship. So the last resource we can talk about is medication order. You can search by medication order ID, which is unique to each patient. So, and then there's a medication code, and you can search by patient ID, which is what I do here to pull up Marla's information. And so you click search, and Marla's medication order comes up, and she has 3 medication orders or prescriptions. And you can see that it has a medication order ID, her name, the practitioner she used, the dosage information, information about the medication, and value, a little bit, just a lot of information here. So more about Marla. It looks like I did some research on my own. She had 3 prescriptions, 3 unique medications. She had 27 observations, which includes like her weight, x-rays, etc. She had the 4 conditions that you saw earlier, and then she had 3 recorded check-in encounters or visits to the doctor, and with the latest being on June 3rd, 2012. Looks like her visit was 33 minutes. And lastly, we'll talk about FHIR Meaningful Use Stage 3. And so FHIR is an API created with the hope to provide patients access to their health information. Use Stage 3 was published 2015, and plans, and the main goal of Use Stage 3 is to make all hospitals utilize electronic health records, or EHRs, with the assistance of APIs such as FHIR. So as you can see, this would be important to complete Muse Stage 3. And this ends our presentation.